Hi, my name is Kira Harding. I was born and raised in Florida. I received my bachelor's in cell and molecular biology from the University of South Florida, and this is my second year teaching at St. James. My goal for this video is just to give you an overview of biology and to point out a few important things in Blackbaud that you should know about if you don't already. So the course is really about scientific literacy and explaining biological processes. So the students will get a very diverse education in different aspects of life. We're sort of working from the most simple to the more complex. So we're starting with organic molecules, we're starting with biochemistry and sort of things that are happening at the molecular level, and we'll gradually build up into anatomy, ecology, evolution at the end of the year. And the goal is for the students to not only understand these biological concepts, but also to communicate them. And so they're going to get a lot of practice doing lab reports and doing experiments, gathering evidence, and then using that to support a claim in a lab report or in a presentation. And so this is going to take a lot of practice. It's something that is not inherently easy, but the students are already showing a lot of improvement and they're getting used to it as much as possible. Since part of the class is online and part is in person, as much as possible, we will be providing opportunities for virtual students to do these activities at home. So just recently, last week, we did a lab that required freezing salt water and then testing its saltiness. And so the boarders who are here in person, they could do that through conductivity probes and using sort of real equipment. But I was very impressed by virtual students who also went home or were at home, froze ice cubes, and then taste tested them, which is something that the in-person students can't do because of the nature of doing an experiment in a lab. And so as much as possible, we'll be incorporating those sorts of alternatives so that virtual students can still feel like they're involved and sort of getting their hands dirty and doing science as much as possible. In Blackbaud, so I'm going to share my screen. Here are the important things to know. So my syllabus is linked at the bottom of the bulletin board. The topics page has each unit, and in each unit, I've uploaded the assignments that we're going to do for, that week or that unit. And as much as possible, I'll have everything uploaded before we do it. Sometimes we, make short last-minute changes. And in those cases, I'll always have it linked in that day's assignment. So the assignment section is where they're going to find information about their classwork and also about their homework. And it is an expectation that students are checking Blackbaud every day, checking their emails, and completing their homework. All students are submitting their work online, so they need to use a scanner or a phone scanner. Something like Genius Scan will work. It's free from the App Store and it works with every phone. It automatically groups multiple photos together into one PDF document so that they can submit it to Blackbaud. Most assignments are submitted in Blackbaud. Occasionally we use a form, a Microsoft form instead, so that won't require any scanning. And my hope is that my expectation really for students is that they're communicating with me as often as possible. Their biggest quiz grades are lab reports, and so those are what are really going to significantly impact their grade. And we always give them the rubric ahead of time. We go through step by step what they need to do. It's all spelled out in the rubric. And then I usually tell my students that I'm available over the weekend if they have questions. They are free to send me drafts of their lab reports, and I can read them over before they submit them. I do tend to tell my students that they need to do this early in the weekend and not during the 8 to 10 study hall on Sunday, because I'm less able to help them late Sunday night when it's due 8 a.m. in the morning. So please encourage your students to proactively communicate with me and to sort of work ahead as much as possible. We are excited to, do more experiments and to really get into the things that are exciting for the kids. They've already indicated that they really want to know about the body and they want to know about ecology and the environment. And those are things that we'll get into after January. And so hopefully we'll have the opportunity to all be together so that the really fun activities we can all do together. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to email me. My email is available on Blackbaud and also in that syllabus. Thank you.